Welcome to my online class. My name is Juwariyah, and in this session we will be studying about laws of addition. There are two laws of addition. The first one is the commutative law and the second one is the associative law. Let's look at each of these laws in detail. The first law that we will study about is the commutative law. The commutative law states that the order of addition of two numbers is not important. Okay? Now let's look at an example to find out what this statement means. So consider the first number to be 3 and the second number to be 5. Now if you want to add these two numbers, how you can write it? You can write it in two ways. You can either write it as 3 plus 5, or you can write 5 plus 3. Let's create a partition. So what this means is you're adding 5 units to 3. And here you're adding 3 units to 5. Now let's perform addition of both these ways and find out the result. We'll add these two numbers using a number line. So the first one is 3 plus 5. First make a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. First thing that you will do is you will mark number 3 on the number line. This is the number 3 on the line. And so you will mark 3 on the number line. And then you will move 5 units to the right. So starting from 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You will reach 8. So you will mark at 8. Mark an arrow here. Then you will write 3 plus 5 is equals to 8. Hence you will write 3 plus 5 is equals to 8. Okay? The result of adding 5 units to 3 is 8. Now let's add 3 units to 5. Again, we will make a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First thing that you will do is you'll mark 5 on the line. So this is the number 5 on the number line. So mark 5 on the number line. And then you will move 3 units to the right. So starting from 5, 1, 2, and 3. You will reach at 8. Here you will write 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. Hence, the result of adding 3 units to 5 is 8. Here you can see that 3 plus 5 is 8 and 5 plus 3 is also 8. Hence, we can write here 3 plus 5 is equals to 5 plus 3. Here you can see that first number is 3 and second number is 5. So instead of 3, we can write first number. So here we will write first number. Since 3 is the first number, then plus 5 is the second number. So instead of 5 here, we can write the second number. So here we will write second number, then is equals to, again 5 is the second number, plus 3 is the first number. Okay? Hence you can see that when you are adding two numbers, okay, when you are adding 3 and 5, you saw that the order of addition of two numbers is not important. Either you can add the first number plus the second number, or you can add the second number plus the first number. The result will always be the same. Okay? Let's look at a few more examples. I'll quickly scroll the page. Okay. If you have 1 plus 2, then it should be equal to 2 plus 1. Okay? When you add 1 and 2, you will get 3. When you add 2 and 1, you will also get 3. Hence, the result of adding these two numbers is 3. Let's look at another example. 4 plus 5 should be equal to 5 plus 4. Now let's add these two numbers together. When you add 4 and 5, you will get 9. When you add 5 plus 4, you will also get 9. Hence, the result is the same, that is 9. So, in addition, always remember that when you want to add two numbers, you can add them in any order. You can add either the first number plus the second number, or you can do the second number plus the first number. You will always get the same result. Now let's look at the second law of addition, that is the associative law. Associative law states that the sum of numbers remain the same even if you change the grouping of numbers. Let's look at an example to figure out what this means. Consider the addition of three numbers 1, 3, and 2. Okay? There are two ways in which we can solve this example. Now, what are those two ways? One way in which we can solve this example is by grouping the first two numbers. Okay? We can first add 1 and 3, and then the result can be added to 2. Okay? So how we can write it? We can write it as 1 plus 3. We'll group them first, and then we will add 2 to it. Okay? The second way is we can group these two numbers. Okay, we will group 3 and 2. We will add 3 and 2, and the result will be added to 1. So we can write it as 1 plus 3 plus 2. Now we will solve this example first. So how will you solve it? You will first add 1 and 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So you will write here 4, and then you will add 2 to it. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay? In this example, you will first add 3 and 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then you will add 5 to 1. So we can write it as 1 plus 3 plus 2 is 5. Then 1 plus 5 is 6. You can see that the final result of adding these three numbers is the same. It's 6 here and this is 6 here. It does not matter how you group the numbers. In this example, you have grouped 1 and 3, and in this one, you have grouped 3 and 2. That means we can write it as 1 plus 3 plus 2 is equals to 1 plus 3 plus 2. The result of adding the numbers is always the same. So in this case, it is 6. So we can write here 6. If you want to write this in general form, how we can write it? We can write it as first number plus the second number. Okay, if you group these two numbers, and then you add the third number, it will be equal to first number plus second number plus the third number. Let's consider one more example. If we have 2 plus 3 plus 5. So here we can group the first two numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay? And then it should be equal to 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 8. And then 2 plus 8 is 10. So you can see that 10 is equals to 10. Okay? Hence you can see that the grouping of numbers does not matter. The result of addition irrespective of the grouping of numbers, will always be the same. This concludes the session for laws of addition. I hope you understood it. Thank you so much for watching.